That's what I thought.
Shanti says, Seth just texted me, can he play or is he trolling, looking for entertainment, right? Like,
What did I say? I know I guessed it.
yeah, first of all, he wouldn't play on something like that. Sometimes, like if we're out at his house drinking or if we're done, then
I
obviously
thought I had to come save the team. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, these guys are horrible.
Bro, like, how many times do
I'm
you...
watching and I'm like, I can do this.
Feeling better than I ever been. Cairo in his bag, this beat is heaven sent. Back up in my element. New whip, trunk up in the front, I whip an elephant. It's all limo tint, that's how you move when you the president. You asking off stream, treat him like my last name. Disrespecting, you just signed a check for a long day. Appetizer rappers, you will never be an entree.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the inner circle of the back-to-back champions that we have right here. Round of applause for you boys. Don't clap. This is for you guys. We got my man Brandon. We got my man Mason, Kyler, and of course Ant-Man, Mr. Anthony Castro.
Anthony Edwards.
We have man the Scumper Jumper, legendary SMG. Still what? Still way the fuck up there, right in the rankings.
About me.
It's right.
You always try it's not about me, man.
I know. I just want to let everybody know because there's a lot of conversations happening right now about whether or not a world championship replaces the season that we had, right? Because there's conversations about what happened. You have something to say?
Yeah, they're fucking tweaking.
What do you think?
I think this year was a roller coaster. Obviously, watching from our point of view, very tough at times, very dark days, some of the darkest ever.
But we stuck with you guys.
But the sun was hiding behind the storm cloud.
That's right.
There was. Thank God.
And then, peekaboo.
The sun always shines again.
That's right. My contention on that is the.
Kyler liked it.
I like it.
Kyler fucked with it.
Listen, like Dumbledore, something appears at the time when they were supposed to appear.
A wizard arrives precisely when he means to, and that's Gandalf.
And that was you guys at the World Champs, right? You guys arrived fully
Close enough.
true
I like
skill.
him.
All right, so to finish my thought around the whole scenario is you can't say that World Champs doesn't erase what happened in the season and then on the same sentence says, I'm going to wait to see what happens at ESWC, right? Because you can't give value to one tournament, or I'm sorry, you can't discredit the value of one tournament and then give one tournament the same value that you were attributing to the one
Well, let's
thing.
get your guys' opinion. So, like, you guys got the ring. What would you say would have been, like, equivalent to it in winning majors this year? Like, how many majors would you had to have won to have felt as satisfied as winning the ring?
I don't think there's if you told me next year, like, yo, you're gonna get last place every major but win champs, I would sign the contract right there. I'd be like, I'm down.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Obviously,
any
you don't
majors
wanna
that
do that, but-
actually I mean, in a year, I mean, honestly, the only thing that would make sense is like literally winning them all and then losing champs. I feel like that would be like, I guess, satisfying to an extent.
I ain't doing that.
But the ring is what everybody wants.
Yeah,
So
the
it's
ring
like-
is what everyone wants.
You know-
But if I had to say like how many majors, I'd probably say all of them. Cause
All
like,
of them?
yeah.
So four
Whenever you
majors,
said that, you know
it
what I
would-
thought of?
Huh?
I thought of like AW, you guys. Like, you guys won every single
Yeah,
event.
we went 13 of 14 grand finals, and the only one we didn't make was champs.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that's also
And we got
14 tournaments
7.
instead of like 4 majors.
Yeah.
That is 14 tournaments instead of. It's
We
just
went 13 for 14 grand finals.
that's kind
The
of insane.
only one was champs.
But that's also
about me.
it's also 14 tournaments. You know what I mean? Like we're also only playing 4 majors. We're
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
14
Yeah.
basically majors. So it's like
Yeah, I mean, they were majors. There were like
Our
smaller
tournaments,
tournaments,
yeah.
sprinkled in there. There were ESWCs, like the London Gfinity events. Then you had the MLG events. So it was like it's kind of all over the place.
Right.
But yeah, everyone definitely wants the ring though. Like that's like
Yeah,
the
of
one that
course.
like you're just satisfied with for sure.
Yeah. I think somebody was having a conversation about X Games, and that's why I brought up X Games earlier. What I loved about X Games was the fact that there was no prize pool on there. Everybody was just there straight up to show up their skills and win the same thing that you were fighting for here, some hardware, right? But it was in the forms of one medal, one buckle, and to sort of discredit that also as just like a one-off, like a show match, like it's also not true, because in the moment everybody wanted those gold medals. Period.
100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we never knew if there was going to be another opportunity, and then you know,
There wasn't. There hasn't been.
There was only 2 opportunities.
That's right. There hasn't been.
But the ring is like that's going to happen every year.
Young man over there, what do you think about? Let me ask you the same question as him. If we put a guaranteed contract in front of you that says win every single major, all 4 majors next year, in exchange for winning champs, or do you rather lose all 4 and win champs?
Well, I think even if you win all 4 majors, you still make more money at champs if you win it, and it's like more for the legacy champs. So definitely.
Mason's about it.
Yeah.
He said 200 cash.
He's like, bro, you get more bread though. Like,
Yeah. Well, to be fair, just got into the league, hasn't had the exposure that that comes with success, which is money, right? So once you acquire that cash where you're comfortable, then you start to sort of think about what is the legacy that you want to remember for. The discussion is also, do you talk about how many championships you win, or do you talk about how many rings you win in 10 to 15 years?
Goes both ways. It's like, I mean, for me personally, I have 1 ring but 30 chips, so it's like.
but you also have World
I need
Series
to hold
of.
on to those chips.
You have the World Series of Warzone, which is basically like an overall COD ring. You know what I mean?
That's right. The
It's
World
like-
Series was Warzone for
That's a
me.
ring.
Yeah, it's like the cherry on top.
Clip it.
No bullshit.
that one is
I feel like
definitely the
that's
most
100%
I got
ring.
2.
2 World Series? Oh yeah, you got
I got
2.
2
Yo,
definitely.
low key thinking about it, I'm surprised they didn't give you like a.
He said he was
Trophy
gonna
for
make
that.
me a trophy.
I did, right?
Yeah,
All right, Don. Hey, remind me.
like a cool ass trophy, like one of one type shit.
I'm gonna make you a trophy and a ring.
I don't want a ring. No, don't do that.
Why
That
not?
would make me mad.
All right, I'm gonna make you a ring and I'll keep it.
Because winning World Series of Warzone was dope, but winning the ring was unlike any feeling that I've ever had competing. Obviously,
Yeah.
because it was like that elusive, couldn't get it,
Yeah.
and then we finally got it
Yeah.
after so much like turmoil and struggle. All the third places and ghosts, BO2, and then we finally got it. That was it. But I gotta ask you, your life has to be crazy right now. I'm gonna fixate on you real quick. You came into the league, rookie, play for Toronto. If Beans doesn't have those visa issues, who knows what happens for you? But now you come into OpTic and win first year in the league. Ring.
First year, man.
Yeah, no, shout out that border agent for real.
Yeah.
Border agent.
Yeah. Shout out that one dickhead, bro.
Shout out TSA.
He's probably a dick, but shout out that guy.
Yeah, shout out that bro.
Or
Yeah,
maybe who's just doing his job.
thank you for doing your job, bro. No bullshit.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, but like,
I don't know, because he had like all the papers. He better just win a day.
he was an OpTic fan. He was like,
Yeah,
you knew
we're gonna
Burger,
keep
bro.
Beans away from this tournament. Mason's gonna show out. He's gonna get picked up.
He's like, yeah.
they're gonna win. That guy saw it all along.
Yeah, he knew Perk was coming.
He saw the vision.
Nah, I thought I was gonna be probably in challengers all year, and then maybe get picked up like before EWC by some team. But obviously, I got an opportunity and just went good.
Well, you must have been running kids in challengers. When I think about it, like,
Nah, I mean, I won like the last 4 tourneys I played. But
Okay, right
not
now.
at like the beginning, but like,
Really?
recently. Yeah.
He was running them.
He was
He was
Thanos.
running them. You're a world champ now. I mean, dude, that's like, it's probably one of the craziest starts.
Has it
to
ever
a
been
career.
done before?
Simp.
Simp?
Wasn't like miracles.
Attached.
Who?
Mir? Oh yeah, miracles.
Look at my bank account.
Look at my zip it up, old man.
Zip 'em up.
Zip 'em up.
Yeah, that shit was comedy.
But that shit's crazy, bro.
So
I mean,
the question still remains: has your life changed drastically, or are you still pretty much like?
Not really. Besides like the stream, my stream's blowing up. But, I'm still just playing COD. So not really changed too
He's still
much.
listening to King Von.
Living on my own, so
He's still listening
that's
to
the
Drill.
only thing that changed.
Living on your own? How's that been?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my washer's like broken. Though. I gotta get like a new washer. So.
Bro, it's an interesting, like, yeah, I mean, obviously the Mace situation, but like, I remember when I was 18, dude, and like I moved out here, and I'll never forget, we were at the W, right? And I carried my suitcase all the way to the Lexington apartment, which is near the Katy Trail. I'm not sure if you guys have been there.
yeah, that's pretty far.
And I just remember being in the apartment by myself. I was like, damn, like, crazy how gaming gets you.
It's like a huge
And-
switch up, right?
It's literally the most, yeah.
You kind of just get spit out. It's like whenever you hit that point, you kind of just get spit out into the world, and it's like, okay, now I
Yeah,
gotta.
Now it's like shit. It's reality.
Take care of
But
myself and
luckily with their jobs, like I mean, it's fun. Like you literally just game out every day. Yeah, you're at your house by yourselves, but like, I mean, it's just fun.
yeah, it's just crazy because like obviously there's college and school, but like in your instance, you know, that didn't happen. Did you ever go to school?
No, not
So,
college. No.
It's always just been gaming.
Yeah.
After high school, obviously, but so it's crazy to think about because like back then we were playing for $2,500 flying to Europe. You know, back in my days, old timer here.
Hey, they were the
Back in
good
my
times though.
Yeah, best times of
They
my
were the
life.
good times.
But it's just crazy to think that 21-year-old kid comes in, crazy story, and now $200K, boom. That's gonna feel nice once it hits.
I asked him at dinner, I'm like, what you buying? He said, nothing. And you said, hell yeah.
Smart man.
Smart man, I like it.
Smart man.
I'm gonna read off the roster moves that happened this year, just so that we can all relive it, especially you two. And then I want to know, like, what was going through your minds as a competitor. Obviously, like coming from such a high of winning champs, our first champs in the CDL era, our first champs in 7 years. Here are the way that the year started for us. We separate from AG and we pick up my man Kyler. When we picked up Kyler, I said, I'm like, dude, you keep finding your way back to OpTic. You have some unfinished business. Okay? We pick up Kyler and then we go to Spain. We don't have the hottest thing. We, as time would have it, AG is sort of, back in the picture. And because of the championship that we win, we're like, all right, well, obviously we had the formula. Let's bring him back. We bring back AG. And then in that interim, we part ways with Kenny. We bring in Skies.
We're not bringing up like when we brought back AG and we went 0-18. We had the worst stretch ever. Remember when I was on the podcast and you were like saying, yo, you guys are the worst OpTic team ever, but you have a chance to be the best. But we were the absolute worst. He kept saying it. He made sure to repeat it. He's like, you guys are awful.
Yeah, it was kind of adamant about that shit.
Listen, you guys are the worst OpTic team ever. I was like, shit.
Bro, because
did your heart drop?
I was like,
damn,
we are. I'm like, we are.
Damn, we're ass.
listen,
0-18, dude. Oh my God. That stretch was insane.
the thing about
Our
that,
chat was just waiting for that control to end every weekend.
I know.
And then they would go crazy. And I'm sitting there like,
dude.
I'm sitting there like, they got it next week.
Yeah, no, we're gonna win one.
Yo, Mace, it was crazy.
what I was going to say is that as your friend, right? Obviously, like because there's money involved in this gaming shit. Obviously, like you sort of become there's a business relationship between us. And if you guys ever feel like you guys are employees or getting paid like that like let me know immediately, because I think that we are all teammates in this thing that we're building, and because we're friends, I cannot sugarcoat shit for you because it's a disservice to you. Yeah. And I'm never gonna say it's like, yo, yeah, don't. If you have a booger on your face, I'm gonna tell you got a booger on your face, get that out. So I have to tell you guys straight up, like you guys are the worst. But and listen, the thing is like I feel confident in saying that you guys wouldn't take it wrong, because obviously like I know how skilled you both are in this game, and whatever was happening, what we know now is that it wasn't a curse that was fucking happening.
It was destiny.
It was destiny that was sort of moving and maneuvering this thing around, and it was painful. It was fucking painful for everyone. You don't even know how many times I wanted to hop on Twitter and just talk shit to whoever was talking shit.
I saw you
about
talking
us.
shit on Twitter.
Dude, I had to. Wow. Because listen, whatever happens to you is happening to us too, right? If Seth fucks up somehow, or if I fuck up somehow, you guys are going to suffer that consequence, right? Like, let's say I get caught spray painting. I become 17-year-old. I have a midlife crisis. I'm 45 years old, and I start going out and start vandalizing shit. Mm-hmm. I get caught like that. They're gonna be like, oh, your boss is a fucking graffiti writer. Like that's gonna affect you because they're gonna talk shit about you about me. So anything that happens to all of us is going to happen to all of us. It's happening to Matt. It's happening to Roger. It's happening to Paige. It's happening to everyone. So for us to sort of be, critical. I mean, I understand for you, you had like 20 30,000 people
Your
watching
chat
you.
must have been
Towards the
insane.
end. Well, towards the end. Towards the 17, 18.
20, 30,000. We're talking 60, 70 pitchforks.
Yeah.
60, 70,000
They're like,
pitchforks. I'm
"Bro, this team
Frankenstein.
sucks."
I'm Frankenstein. They're like, what's going on, Seth? What the fuck's happening with the roster? I'm like, they got it next week. Trust me. Next week rolls around. Control. Down 2-0. I'm like, oh, God, they still have a chance.
You're like, please win game one. No.
Till the clock hit 0, they're still in. Clock hit 0. Uh-oh.
They're not in no more. What was going through your head during those times? And then I want to get to you because from the moment that we sort of separated from you, I don't want to say drop because it feels just whack, but we'll start with.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell like the whole situation about that. But I mean, the 0 and 18 shit. I mean, bro, it was the most unique situation because I've never been a part of that. Like, because bro, no bullshit. Don't get it twisted. Our scrims were definitely not like good, I would say. But like, I feel like one week. The only week that I actually remember was the LAT week. Like before going into the match, I remember prior to that, we actually looked really, really good. Like we actually finally looked like we were doing the shit that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And we looked like structured. And then when we played against LATs and we got literally just shit on, I think right then and there I was like, holy fuck, like I don't even know anymore. Cause like everything that we talked about, like we just got fucking slammed and it's just like no one really knew what to do. Like no one knew what to say. I think everyone was just like, all right, yeah, we kind of just got to change at this point.
Because that's the match, too. It's like you're going through your regular season matches. You know, you look at your schedule. All right, we got Boston, we got Carolina. It's LAT week. You beat LAT, it's like, okay, now we can, if we beat LAT, you're like, okay, now we might be in a good spot. We can fix this shit.
Yeah, that's literally our mindset.
That was our mindset, and then we got ran.
And then next week you play Falcons. You beat them. You're like,
But it was like a weird pressure series, though. We have to talk about this because we're 0-18, and then
Yeah.
we have to beat Falcons. We can't give them their first win.
Yeah.
And this is when I think, I'm pretty sure that was the minor, right? Or was that a league match?
That was minor.
That was a minor, right?
Yeah.
But we were 0-18 at this point, so we had to break the map streak. And I remember game one was like
was a
250, 200. And then map two, I'm pretty sure we lost
Red card?
no, control. That's what it was. But we
Control.
could have lost the map two because we went 5-5.
Yeah, went
And bro,
5-5.
we go map 5 against them. Like, you never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially our mental states at that point.
yeah.
It just shows that, like,
It is unique though. Because I've always said this. Like I was actually telling Aubrey this like the other day. Like I'm not the type of player that like lets my season affect my IRL life. If that makes sense. And I feel like this was the first year where I actually experienced that. Kind of like what would you say in a way that sometimes like the way that your team is playing throughout the year kind of affects the way that you go about like your daily life. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, you just feel like not validated. You're like,
You just feel like
you're putting all this time in. It's going horribly. But I would always try to not like,
no, yeah.
are you saying like take it out on Iz?
no.
Or are you saying like just be like mad?
No, just more like
sad.
yeah, just not wanting to stream.
I wasn't streaming too.
I guess
'cause
like
boom.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
And like not really wanting to do much,
100%,
basically.
yeah. I went through like multiple stages like that. It wasn't like yours. I've never experienced that. But like we lose like 2 matches in a row, and I'd be like, I would just go ghost for a couple weeks.
Nah, yeah. This is
hard.
like, nah, yeah. I think that's like the reason why everything was just so satisfying winning that shit. Cause like all of that, just remembering those times and just for it to come out like this, it was just amazing.
Hearing those comms, like when you guys won, and just like
that
pure
shit.
joy in your guys' voices, and then Kyler's just like, "Oh my god, that shit was awesome, bro."
Bro, I'm telling you, like for me personally, it was not even sad. It was the whole time, and I'm sure both of you like were going through it. Like you're like, because you said it in one. It's like you guys really think that we're dog shit. You guys like literally don't think that we're gonna turn this shit around. And my mindset the whole time is like, all right, this is just a thing that we got to go through. It's a thing that we got to go through. It's like there's something external happening that makes no sense, period. We don't go from being a fucking well-oiled machine to like this shit. And it was a curse. I had the fucking sage. I was burning sage. I was doing the whole thing. I literally, yeah, you know, that was a little bit
spiritual.
Well, that's a little bit parody, but at the same time, I'm like,
It was
Like
insane.
maybe, wait.
huh?
It was parody, but you're like, wait, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
I was doing shit too. I remember changing my shoes, changing my like all types of shit.
Change
in my
rooms.
It's gotta be the
we changed
shoes.
the
It's got to be the
Change
shoes.
room.
Honestly, it might have been the shoes. Like
We changed both rooms. We went to the Halo one, back to the what would you say the other one is?
Conference room.
Conference room now. I mean, maybe that one's the best shit now. I don't know. But fuck.
That wall plug, man. I mean, cranking.
literally. But
No, I don't think it was because we, again, it was a dark time, and I just remember myself talking to Jude and Liv at dinner. I'm like, man, I'm like, I don't know what, like, Jude's like, there's something going on, and I'm like, it has to be because obviously they're the same fucking players, skilled as ever, and they're just like something's not clicking, we're losing our 50-50s, we're just, everything is just like out of control, and now we see that it was all a big setup. Now we see that it was all a storyline being developed for us.
It really was.
By the COD gods, man.
Crazy year.
So we come back from Spain, we make the change back to AG, we go on the horrible, what are you thinking this whole time? Because you don't see me, like, you've never struck me as like a ha.
If I'm Kyler, I'm like, Jesus.
no, listen, you could
bro.
say here just to ease your mind. I promise you, if I was in your situation, I would like pray on the downfall. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, that wasn't a
I'd be
downfall. That was a
praying,
fucking.
That wasn't a downfall, that was torture
But I
on the
know
way
how
to the
Kyler is,
fall.
like,
were
yeah,
buried
he doesn't
alive.
really care
It
about
was
that shit.
bad.
But you're not like that, right? You don't think like that, right?
Too chill.
Yeah.
Nah, especially because like, nah, I don't think like that. So what was your question?
What were you
sorry?
thinking?
What was I thinking during that?
Yeah.
Well, initially, I mean, I wasn't thinking about you guys as much as people probably think.
Yeah.
I was more thinking that I need to grind even though I'm not on a team. There was a bunch of uncertainty because, I mean, shit, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but my idea was just grind, and I know I'm gonna be on a team. That at the end of the day, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking as much about you guys, to be honest, but yeah.
Love that. Fuck, love that. That's the mentality you got. It happened when we were on stage, right? When we were on stage, and you'll see me like when we're on stage collecting the trophies, I heard some fuck you Drossa chants in the back. Just one dude saying fuck you, and I turn around and I look at him and I'm like that. Today, right now is not the moment. Why are you thinking about somebody? We just won a world championship. You're screaming some other dude's name.
That's rent free right there.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm like, that's not how we do things here. Stop that. He stopped that shit. We cannot. We went on with the
It
celebration.
was like a nice little like nod, like
Yeah.
you both nodded
It's
each
a
other.
Jordan nod.
No, me and the dude, I was going like this. Just shake it. You can see it because it's on my camera. It's on my camera that I had on my head.
You
yeah.
can see.
Yeah. He's like, and I'm not talking shit to that dude, but I'm just saying like it's one of those things where you cannot focus on other people when you yourself have things to worry about or things to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? That's that rent free that we're always talking about.
Yeah.
Like when your first thought is to talk about OpTic when something good happened to you, then you're not living for you. You're living for something else, right? You in the challengers position, were you keeping like an eye on the things that were happening? Did you see our 0-18 season? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I seen that. I was like,
You're like, I'm
I was
about to do
just
up with
mind-blown.
Splashy.
yeah, I was just mind blown because obviously, you know,
Splashy.
I know how good they are, so I was like,
Splashy?
I'm
What? Oh,
that's what he calls
no.
me.
I was just like, this shit can't be real. That's literally what I was
It's
thinking.
literally a fucking movie, bro.
I was in challengers like that shit.
You're like,
cannot
these guys
be
are
real.
awful.
Because
All
I know how
right,
good
so
they are. I was
to reel us back in,
saying.
we pick up Kyler, we bring AG back, 0-18 happens, we part ways with Kenny, we bring in Skies, we drop AG, my man Kyler comes back through those doors, and what do I say to you?
And the first thing with the shoes, you said unfinished business.
That's right. He's got shoe. I gave him he was the first one to receive.
He did.
Yeah,
he
bro.
did.
That's
From
kinda
the
tough.
beginning. Wasn't I telling you that from the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, bro,
was the
like
first
the
one.
universe keeps fucking bringing you back. You have unfinished business.
Actually, yeah, it actually was
And
fake.
then I go out and get you the neon
neon ones,
95s,
yeah.
and I wrote on the box. You know how I write in the box when
Yeah.
what I put on your box?
You said, stop being late.
Yeah.
Actually, stop being late.
Stop being late. Here are the shoes. These shits are fire. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's
But I told him to unfinished business, like a cheers to unfinished business.
yeah.
So Kenny's back. Oh, I'm sorry. We part ways with Kenny. We bring in Skies. We drop AG. Kyler's back. Unfinished business. And then, while this is happening, this man is headed from Indiana on his way to Miami. He places third. There's a bunch of chatter going around. I'm talking to Seth, I'm talking to Zinni, I'm talking to Bose. The watch party, we're talking, and I'm like, yo, like what do we do?
Something had to be done.
Something had to be done.
Something had to be done. It was
Trust
like,
me, I knew that something had to be done. It was just like, I didn't want another change because holy shit, the year was already like fucking a mess.
I saw your clip. You were like, I was kind of hate watching because I was like, I don't want to make another team change. We've already made 6 this year. It's
I was
like,
hate watching, did you guys see that clip or not?
No.
I was basically saying that like whenever I was watching the matches, like whenever we were out, I was hate watching Mace because I was like, bro, ain't no way this kid's this good. To, like,
Wait, when?
He's like, he's getting lucky.
Insane timing.
Nah, so whenever we lost the Florida event, where were we out? Friday at this point?
Bro, we're
Saturday?
out so early, bro.
Yeah, we
like,
were always so out. So like, I'm watching the matches and I'm watching Mace. I forgot what the very first match you guys played.
Miami, we lost.
You guys played in Miami? I watched whatever series you guys played on Vault. You guys ended up beating the team.
You guys did.
And like I remember him just soaking and like just doing really good plays, and I was like, there ain't no way this guy's actually like this good, right? And then every match went on, and like he was doing his thing, and I was like, ain't no fucking way. Basically, just hate watching, trying to like not want to make a team change because the entire year that's all we were doing. So,
but he was on your radar from
That makes sense.
oh yeah, just hate like. Yeah, I'm not. I don't mean it in like a bad way. Like I genuinely like. Obviously, I want.
It's because of what you
anyone
went
to
through
succeed.
at that point, and then at that point you were like,
I was just trying to convince myself, like, bro, ain't no way we needed to make another change,
oh
right?
shit,
some,
here
like-
we go again.
Yeah,
like
literally.
low-key.
So when do you remember when the change happened? Like what month did that happen? Do you remember? April 26th this year. What are we thinking? Shotzi, this was after the
Miami, maybe?
After Miami. After Miami. I said, what are we thinking? You know, just throwing it out there as like, guys, are we thinking of making any moves? Because as you know, I like to let you guys make the decisions, okay? Period.
Usually, not problem.
What do you mean usually?
The Mace, but I was just,
Usually. Yeah, of course, usually. He said, well, same when he retired. You know, I had to step in and I had to step in.
Yeah, you had to be GM again.
I had to be a GM
That was a
again.
blessing in disguise. It's actually crazy.
GMH.
Listen,
doesn't hit as
just
hard as
listen. I'm not a GM, but just remember, okay? And I'm going to ask this question to the audience. I'm going to ask this question to everybody in this room. What organization in Call of Duty has the most championships? You don't need to look behind me, okay? Secondly, what organization has the most world championship rings in Call of Duty?
It's got to be like, you know.
You don't have to look anywhere else, okay?
just have to look on the.
So, from a GM perspective, there never has been, nor will there ever be, a better GM than yours truly. You know? Who do I have right? I had the Scumper jumper. I got 4. I got the Dynasty. Where did the Dynasty team come from? Enough tooting my own horn. Let's continue. Shotzi says, what am I sticking? We actually way better than we are showing. I don't know why we can't show it in matches.
Was this, wait, so when was that?
This is
I'm getting
after
lost
minor.
in the timeline right
Okay,
now.
no. Okay, so we're now. We
There's
just
a lot of dates
This was
going
after
out.
Florida.
This is after
This is
Miami.
after Florida,
Okay.
after he played.
Okay.
Oh, this is after he played.
Yeah, in Florida.
Oh, okay.
In Miami. Where we
Okay.
came in
8th or some shit.
8th or some shit.
We got 3 top 8s in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
good.
You say, I'm like, what are we thinking? Shotzi says, wouldn't mind sticking. We are actually way better than we're showing. We just can't show it in matches. Seth texted me that he can play, or is he trolling? Looking for entertainment? So now, yeah. So this is,
I know I was gassed. I'm like, we gotta get Seth, bro. Bro, we could actually do. I was like, we could do damage with
There was a
Seth.
chance.
there
I
was
was
a
trying
chance.
to force it.
There was a real chance.
a real chance.
Funny, dude.
Dude, I remember, I mean, I don't know if I've shared this,
Please.
but I was talking to AG after our major. I think it was after our major.
At the after party?
Yeah, I was talking to AG. I was like, yo, I'm thinking about coming back. I'm actually down to play. Like us, AG, me. And then he texted me the next day at like 1:30. He's like, I got dropped. And I was like, wait, what? Literally next day. I'm hungover. We were drinking. It was Sunday at the event. All out.
He said what?
He texted me 1:30 next day. He's like, yo, I just got dropped. And I was like, swear I had nothing to do with that. I don't even know what's going on. I thought we were about a team. And then that just like kind of went away. But there was a chance.
There was a chance.
Thank God I didn't, because
Thank God. Well, not. I mean, I think it would have worked out in the end.
I'm not dropping 1.4s. Like, I'll give you a good 1, maybe 1.1. You're making the right play.
Well, you're also 30. You're 29 at the time.
I think
change.
people would have
It's a
broke.
big
against-
change.
I actually think we would have broke against him. I swear. Like maybe I'm just delusional, but like we would. I swear.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Shotzi says, Seth just texted me, can he play or is he trolling, looking for entertainment, right? Like,
What did I say? I know I gassed it.
Yeah, first of all, he wouldn't play on something like that. Sometimes, like if we're out at his house drinking or if we're done, then
I
obviously
thought I had to come save the team. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, these guys are horrible.
Bro, like, how many times
I'm watching, I'm like, I can do this. Like, I'm watching POVs, people are getting turned on. I'm like, bro, I'm not getting turned on like that. I can hold top,
Dude,
I can hold top bars. Like, chow me.
How many times have you received a text from me that says, hey, it's like, yes, you got to do the right thing right now, which is come back to fucking play.
There was a chance.
There was a chance.
There was a chance.
Dashy, a day later, Sunday, is Seth serious about coming back? I'm so done to run it with him.
That's my dog. That's my
I'm
dog.
telling you, I was like, let's do this,
Run
bro.
this, at this point, fuck it.
Yeah, I
Let's
thought
run.
he was gonna be like, yeah, it's done. I was waiting for that.
I'm bringing vibes.
Nah, I literally
No
couldn't tell
bullshit.
if he was trolling. I actually remember that.
May 3rd. What happened May 3rd? Do you guys know? Because Shotzi says, does that win change anything?
The Seattle one. We beat Seattle first game of the qualifiers.
Yeah, I remember that.
We three
Yeah.
of them.
And you slammed him, yeah.
So that would be a couple days before then you guys probably talked about it.
Yeah,
He said,
so
"Does that win
right
change
before,
anything?"
that's when you called me and you said like, hey, I got a present for you about Mace. And then
Yeah.
All right, let's dive deep into that. Make me sound cool. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Just say it exactly
Nah,
how
bro.
it happened.
It kind of was bro. You know what's actually insane? It was kind of the same situation. Like literally, whenever you called me about Brandon, because I remember the exact time you called was when I was entering my garage, and that was the same time that you called me for Brandon. I was like entering like my garage door, like I was normally just coming home, and then I saw a call from you, and then I answered it, and then you're like, yo, I got a birthday present for you. I was like, what do you mean?
Is that
It's
my
not
birthday?
He's like, I got you a birthday, man. And then I walked outside. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And then he's like, I got you Mercules. And then I was just saying like, yeah, like, fuck, I don't even know what to do, this and that. And we were basically like, keep me posted. Because I think right then and there, I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, is that we wanted to get him that weekend, like right then and there. But I think we couldn't because obviously the league or whatever.
Roster changes. Roster
Yeah.
lock for that week.
Yeah. So then we had to wait for a match, which was pretty AIDS, but
Yeah.
we ended up winning that match, and then that's when I said, like, does that change?
Earlier that day, I ran into you outside. So the first person that I talked to about changes coming was Kyler. And I said, yo, what do you think? Remember, I was right out here, right? I was getting into my car and I'm like, yo, any team changes? What are you thinking? And you said, nah. I think that you guys haven't stuck with the same team for this long enough to do blah, blah, blah.
I
right?
said, yeah, I'll say. I basically said maybe not because there's been a lot of roster changes, especially for them. So I was like, maybe not. But then I was like, but I respect anything. I was like,
Yes.
I'm hands off. Like,
Yeah.
That's how I
That's when I
He's
call
just
you.
trying to spawn it.
Yeah.
That's when I called you. And I said, man, I pitched you. You didn't pick up. You picked up, and then I'm like, I'm gonna call this guy. Then you pick up after I talked to him.
Because I was on my way to the wrap shop, which is like an hour away from my car, and then I got there and I'm like, Hector and Ant called. I'm pretty sure it was just you at the time, and then I answer and I was like, what's good? Then you were like, I got you a late birthday present. Is it the same shit? And I was like, my birthday was 2 weeks ago, low key. I was like, what's up? Well, let me hear it. You know what I mean? And then that's when you brought
Another
it.
Porsche, imagine.
Yeah, that's my number. It's on the speaker and shit. But I was like, who is it? I was like, I'm low key down.
So
Dude.
the way that this happened is like I'm sitting there and I'm like, we got to make a team change. I'm a big fan of bringing up a rookie from fucking nowhere all the way to the top. It's a good fucking story to tell. It feels good. When we did it with Dan Ghosty, the fucking community celebrated. It was fucking heralded. It's a great time. Blah 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 blah. But obviously you were making noise, and I'm like, all right. Well, and you know, to be fair, like it wasn't up until that moment that I heard about you, right? And then I'm like, I look it up, and I'm like, Poo Poo Merkins. I'm like, he doesn't follow me. He doesn't follow. Like, he doesn't even follow nobody. I'm like, damn, this guy's cool.
This guy kind of tough.
So I'm like, man, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to get into trouble. I don't want to get into trouble with like contracts and shit. I don't know what the situation is with whatever. So I'm like, Zinni, hit the kid up and ask him what his situation is. Don't fucking offer him anything. Don't say nothing about a spot. Just ask him what he's doing. And if he says that he doesn't know, tell him to not do anything. How did it go from you when the first time that he called you?
I think at that time I had like there's like a waiting period on the loan from Toronto or something. So I had to like wait that out.
Yeah.
But I told him I'm not signing anything. That's basically what I told him. I haven't signed anything yet. Like I have offers, but I'm not gonna sign anything unless you guys.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man. So I'm like, all right, don't not to do anything because I gotta fucking convince these dudes to let me bring up a fucking rookie. And it was the perfect time for us because obviously we're not having the hottest season, and you know, obviously the changes that happened for a reason. They had to have happened for a reason. So you know, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, guys, let me get you a present, man. I got a faster AR. You know, Caesar and you have pretty similar. Listen, definitely not the shot. The shot you and Caesar have not the same, right? Obviously, you're dashy, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a similar sort of thing. Especially, you know, now you're starting to get some movement in you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, it's because like the sub's insane, so like I just have to force it more. Like, bro, the AR is horrible. Like, I just have to use one, I guess.
Yeah. So we started, and I remember you, me, Zinni, and Bose were sitting doing a podcast, and right after that, we were talking about it. I don't know. I think some of you were on the other side, and I'm like, in Mercules, and Zinni immediately is like, fuck yeah, we gotta make a fucking change now. We gotta and then you know, so we're like, all right. So
GMZ came out.
That's where.
I mean,
that's where.
change had to happen.
Yeah, that's where the assistant to the assistant GM.
It wasn't getting better. If like it's not getting better, and there's an opportunity, gotta make change.
100%.
Gotta make change, and change we did. After we won that May 3rd, you said, does that win change anything? What's everyone thinking? I said, no, change is coming. That's when I decided.
Sounds like a movie. Like a movie script.
That's exactly.
No, bro, I was watching that match. I was like, I seen you guys win. I was like, no.
And then the way we went to it got insane.
I was like, wait a second.
These guys look kind of insane.
I was like,
no. Like, fuck.
That's awesome.
I swear to God, I was like,
Wait, I want to gas up Bueno though, because I feel like or Bueno or Caesar, because I feel like he came into a situation where we were 0-18, the team was horrible. Like he came into like probably the worst team in the league at the time. You know what I mean? So for him to just come in, reset the vibes, take off his shirt, do all the belly slapping shit. You know what I mean? Just to like reset our mentals.
Actually, yeah, low key, that was like low key. That is very underrated. What Brandon's saying, like the vibes that we needed, he brought in.
Yeah. We were still ass, but like at least, you know what I mean? The belly slaps, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're having some fun.
Yeah. So at least it was just started enjoying playing the game
I
again.
think of the 0-18, low key people forgot like how fun this shit's supposed to be, you know? And I feel like Caesar low key brought that back. So
Yeah. So.
Shout out Bueno.
Yeah, for real. So, obviously, from our perspective, you know, because it is a massive change between normalcy, which is, you know, losing some matches, winning majority of the matches, making a good showing, et cetera, et cetera. We've never experienced this before. All right, that's why I said, I'm like, yo, like it was hurting, and at some point or another, like I was thinking about the green wall and how much, like I'm like, man, majority of them, I would say 90% of them were holding strong the same way that we were fucking holding strong. Like we believe, because there's no way that it lasts forever. No, never. They just tough times don't last. Okay, period. So I'm like, how long is this gonna last? And I'm like, once I saw like 0-7, I'm like, damn. That's crazy. Then 0-14, we're like, fuck.
It was insane,
you know, the green wall held true, except for like, you know, that 10% of the people who were just like, man, fuck, get rid of fucking Shotzi. It's like, and I remember telling everybody, like, remember when I walked into that room after you guys lost, like, I don't know which one it was, and I walked in there and I'm like, you know, yo, we gotta turn this shit on. People are fucking making fun of us right now. We're the fucking laughing stock of Call of Duty. And they're all having a fucking bubble bath right now, sitting there just fucking splashing, having such a good time.
Yeah, they'll love it.
Rent fucking free. You know what I'm saying? Like focus on your fucking thing, man. And I was just so angry because I was just reading everything. I was watching fucking everything as I always do. And I was just sitting there just like, oh my God, I cannot wait to turn this shit around. And I was just like, I just had so much anger in me in those moments that I was just like, I'm gonna have to fucking, and I never ever try to get in too big of a disagreement. Have you and I ever been in a nasty disagreement about the game, or just in general?
I mean, we've disagreed on things, but it's always like someone always is like, I was wrong, or I was wrong.
Yeah.
We always are like,
but like
I was tweaking.
But I never, like, you guys are already going through a tough time as it is, and I know that some of them, I mean, 10% is still a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that the amount of people that were just talking shit to you guys, for me to pile on and say, yo, whatever. Like, it was just not something that I was willing to do. So it sort of affected business and day-to-day life, as you were saying earlier, for the first time ever. So I'm like, man, I just please allow me to help you. Get out of your own way. Let me fix this for you. That way, if something goes wrong, you can blame me, and then you guys can just sort of like move the blame to Hector so that you can get some relief and just focus on the fucking game to get back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, please get out of your own way. Let me help you. Help me. Help you.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. That was the line. Let me help you. That's actually what
Help
it was.
me help you.
I mean, from my perspective, it was super, like, it sucked watching you guys in that position because I've teamed with 3 of you guys, and it's like, these are my dogs, and people expect me to get on the watch party and be like, yo, what's going wrong? Like, dude, oh my God, Kenny, when Kenny was having his stretch, oh my God. They were like, say his name. Why won't you say his name? In the chat, I'm like, bro, he just dropped a 0.6. It's obvious Ken's having a tough run. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pile on my boy. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, say his name. That's all I remember was say his name, and I was like, dude.
They're like, what's wrong with these guys?
And I knew you guys had the potential to turn around at any time with that team, so I'm sitting there holding, fast. I'm like, they're gonna figure it out. Like, these guys are too talented to not figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's
100%.
like, yeah, people just.
I think one thing that the community is still questioning is why did that roster didn't like turn it around or what the fuck. But I think looking back at it, the only thing I could actually like think of would be like, I feel like everyone, including even myself, like had things about other players that like, how do I explain it?
Everyone had like different. You guys were just on different pages.
There was something
Different
that each player
pages?
didn't like about each player. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. There was always one player that didn't like something about the other player, and we like hid it behind like the curtains and hoped that we would change it around. But in reality, like I think those things kind of just exposed us, and it led to stuff like that. So.
It just hit a boiling point. And once it hits that point, it's like there's no turning around. Like when the team vibe is like that, unless you like get a Cinderella win.
I swear to God, the only like now what I'm realizing, the only way to change that shit around is literally by winning.
Yeah.
And because like obviously if you're winning, like no one's gonna give a
Winning
shit about
fixes
that.
everything.
That's why, like, when someone's rumored to get dropped and they don't get dropped, like, the team's always awful after.
Yeah.
'Cause they're, like, tweaking.
Oh, well, that happened to Carolina, right? With Reese.
Carolina, I mean, it's kind of happening with FaZe, like everyone talking about their team changes, and now they're second guessing if we don't win, like holy fucking shit, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a weird gaming thing, but I mean,
It puts more pressure on the team, on the player. Now the player's like, well, now I'm getting cooked. Like, then people start playing for themselves. They're not baiting. It's just, it fucks up everything.
Yeah, no, literally, no bullshit.
Yeah.
Anything that you learned from that 0-18 stretch, anything that you learned on this entire season, anything that you want to leave the audience, some parting words on anything that you've learned about roster changes, how to handle, the one thing that you don't like about somebody else, and like keeping it out in the open. Like, how do you approach something like that?
Appreciate the journey is the best way to put it. I feel like one thing that this season compared to like the other seasons I've ever had was like, I forgot how like the journey was of just like practicing, playing, getting better every single day, learning the nerd shit. I feel like when we were in that little stretch, like it was just demoralizing, just playing. And I was like, damn, like what the fuck? How did it used to be? And I think that obviously once we got Mace and like the journey of just like only focusing on the game and getting better as a team was like something that I missed. And I think that, just appreciate the journey is the best way to put it.
Kyler?
What's up?
What are your thoughts? Obviously, you were. I'm just gonna say dropped, if that's okay. You were dropped. You were dropped.
I mentioned it. No.
You were dropped 3 times, and then you came back to finish and continue. Listen, we still have unfinished business.
I got to give props to Kyler. You had like an
Appreciate
insane season.
Yeah, that Kyler.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, let me speak on Kyler. Like so no one understands the whole dropping situation. No one still to this day probably doesn't understand it, and I could like speak on it, at least on my behalf. It was kind of like it wasn't that Kyler, bro, Kyler's fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't because of Kyler. It was more of like the roster that we had last year, kind of just running it back, and that was that.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And
You guys won champs together. It's like,
like
you win champs together, it's like, you always want to give it another shot.
We know, like our last event that we played together was champs. Like even Major 2, like we were expected to play with each other, but then obviously like the whole situation was like I'm saying
It was just a fuck situation because everything that was the AG thing was like outside the game, and once like that somewhat got cleared, it was just like, yeah. I mean, we kind of just ran it back, and that was that, and yeah. So just to clear the whole why we released Kyler, because I mean, bro, Kyler was literally our best player in that major, and I'm pretty sure leading up to that. So
I think the entire season, to be fair.
Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had an insane season, like crazy season.
Anything that you have to say regarding that resilience of obviously being dropped 3 times doesn't feel good, right? I that's the worst part of my job, and I'm assuming everybody else's job that has to be in that position. Mm-hmm. But for you to just like say, you know what? Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I'm in that same boat, twin. Stay strong. Stay strong, killer.
I don't have too much to say, but I mean, I'm gonna add. I mean, my own twist about it is like kind of the same what he was saying. Like the past, I would say, I don't know, a few years, like just really, really making sure I enjoy the game beyond all the things that are happening. And yeah, I don't think I'll ever lose that again. So yeah, that's what I'll say.
Hell yeah.
What about you, my man, Brandon? Big Brucey.
There's a little bit
in Toronto.
Yeah.
Come
What
on,
kitchen?
man.
That is surreal. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I were to do that for my, or I guess it's not hometown, but like somewhere near, that's actually lit.
Yeah. To have like 2 rings, and one of them was like here, which is the second home.
Yeah.
And then back home and like the actual, I was like, okay, this is some movie shit. But it was a little bit to what answer was just like appreciate like, I guess not necessarily like the journey as much, but like appreciate just making Sundays, because wow, this year like I thought we were automatic every other year, because like maybe we wouldn't have like won the tournaments like years ago, but at least we're competitive, getting top 4, top 3, maybe a finals. But like this year, I'm like, God damn, I'm flying back Friday. I'm waking up, watching the tournament on Saturday from my crib, thinking, oh, that was it. Waking up and the tournament's still going on the next day.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
I'm like, yo, we're here this early.
Yeah,
That's the
So
worst
like,
shit.
You just know they're all having so much fun.
yeah, just like.
it's full of dope.
Oh,
yeah, I hate
loving
that.
it. They're
I hate
walking
it.
on the stage.
So petty.
It's just because of how much we played, bro. Like the amount of hours that we put in, dude, to like get out on Friday and then like, fly back and then watch the
It's
tournament.
by far the worst.
It's literally the worst feeling.
Them just watching Perk just take over.
And then you know you're back to scrims, like
And then we're back to scrims and slamming everyone, and then we can't do it on matches. It was
the worst.
Yeah, this year was a
You caught a lot of flack earlier this year, and I remember telling you, like, yo, chill with you're not a villain, yo. You know what I'm saying? You're like, chill out with this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Overconfidence leads to irony more often than not. And I'm not saying that you were overconfident, because your skill obviously grants that level of confidence, right? Even overconfidence in time, because you go above and beyond what what a regular player would. Obviously, you all did. That's why you guys won champs. To end the season with "That's how you play for the win, you dog shit." Fuck.
Yeah, but leave that in leave that in the BO6 chapter, gang. That was fire, but don't do that shit again. That's the BO6 chapter.
The Black Ops 6 year.
Yeah, love that. Yeah.
That shit was fire for BO6, bro. Next year, if they're sleeping, bro, let them keep sleeping, bro. Don't wake them up.
Don't wake them up.
Don't wake them up.
Nah, I actually woke. Yeah, I did wake up everyone. I ain't gonna lie, but I did the whole.
They
Isn't that a good
went
thing,
back to
though?
sleep though.
They
did.
They woke up, they snoozed.
Because they were like, bro, they're only 18.
I mean, to an extent, like the whole thing about that was like, I'm not sure if you remember, but in the beginning of this year, like it was the most deadest it's ever been.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I mean, you could probably vouch this. Like, no one was playing a game. No one was playing 8s. So like after scrims and shit, literally there was nothing to play.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was playing against fucking hackers and ranked, and it was just demoralizing because what else am I gonna stream? I'm not gonna play fucking.
Yeah,
I mean, there was just nothing to play.
There was actually just nothing to
And
play. That's right.
yeah, I was kind of just cooking everyone because like everyone is just satisfied with just getting random scrims, because at the time we were running people and they just weren't playing the game. Like whether, I mean, obviously if you don't want to play HPH, at least play S&D. S&D actually like
Helps.
you can learn shit, especially early in the game. Like you're gonna learn a lot of shit, and that's kind of why I was like on everyone's ass, because I remember like the Flank or Tommy stream, I was like watching it, and there was a bunch of like random ass comments that people were saying, and I was just roasting everyone essentially. So yeah,
I swear, like
I feel it.
like pre-December, or not pre-December, but like before Christmas, like those 2 months, even though there's like no league matches, that was so much fun. Everyone's grinding. It's
Yeah,
just,
no,
like,
Yeah, when the game first drops, it's great.
Yeah.
And then it
and then it
fizzles
just
out.
dies.
Yeah.
But hey, I will say, and you can vouch for this. Ever
up?
since I did say that, there was 8s the entire year
100%.
before champs.
Yeah.
Leading up to champs, I don't know why there was no 8s, but But that was my goal. Like, I mean, obviously, I was shit talking the entire league.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna whatever the fuck. But I did.
But
do my
you
job.
brought it back, and you're right, right? Like, and oftentimes, no good deed goes unpunished. It's a very good saying, and you were punished for it, right? Like, you were trying to sort of ignite this passion within the community for the professionals to get back in the eights, to have some entertaining thing, to keep the league alive. Because that is our job, right? Like our job is to keep interest high on Call of Duty, because obviously they're not gonna do it. So we have to sort of step in and do what we can for the sport that we like.
Yeah.
Some people work in this thing as just to get a paycheck. They know nothing about the game. They've never played the game. They're not one of us. Okay? So it is up to us every single year to be the ones that keep this thing alive. Because people just show up to work and collect a paycheck. I'm not saying everybody over there, but they just do that. We've been here doing this thing. I've been here since 2005, okay? Doing the same shit that I'm doing today. Maybe not streaming, maybe not playing Call of Duty, but I'm still actively working on making sure that the sport that I love as much as I do continues to be the thing that we work in, right? Because if we're all getting paid and we're all able to pay our bills off of playing something that we love to do, everybody wins. Yeah. So anytime you hear any criticism from anybody in this community about the state of the league, it isn't shit talking. It is a cry for help. It is a cry for it is a scream to say, hey, meet us in the middle, please, because the burden's heavy, man, in the end. Yeah. So, on stage, I said that if we, as a Call of Duty community, are as resilient as we have been this entire year, going through the tough times, and then having an ending the way that we did, I think that Call of Duty can have the same ending if we all continue to do the same thing that we've been doing.
Really?
Passion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally.
Still waiting on that. But Call of Duty doing
Still
its
waiting
part.
on that. Hey.
Probably gonna keep waiting.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long wait.
BO7, best COD ever.
BO7 Codcaster is gonna work.
BO7, that's my year.
That's Codcaster cheaters.
I'll take it as a blessing to play fucking Treyarch games back to back, though. I'll say that.
That is fire.
Yeah.
Treyarch back to back.
Yeah, that is actually.
Yeah.
That's godlike.
And it looks good.
You played it?
I say it looks good.
Like just the
What the hell you
the
mean?
teaser
You've seen a
does.
cinematic trailer.
The trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer.
Yeah, you know that trailer has like
They
the
got the
most
cap
views
board?
ever of like
Does it
any
actually?
trailer.
Really?
Yeah, but like that was before they because remember with like all the wall running leaks and like not the jetpacks, but it was like double jumps, so it was kind of like very similar to like jetpacks without actually having a jetpack. But then that's when they dropped the trailer and everybody's like, oh my god, this is basically gonna be like BO3. That's why everybody was hyped.
That's
It's like
proof that everyone wants
that people want.
packs.
That's what I'm saying. They want
That's
like the
fucking
futuristic
proof.
jetpack, arcadey type of game. And then like a couple weeks later, there was like a following leak that just said it's like there isn't wall running, there isn't like double jump or whatever. It's just boots on the ground, basically like another BO6. But it was kind of like a mini letdown. So
Bro, we need like a BO3 like boots game. That would be God.
That would be insane.
with specialists.
with like
Not even specialists, just like the way the guns, like the gunplay.
yeah,
like,
no bullshit. Like
the
the
gun
M8,
balancing.
the VNP.
Yeah.
The fucking
The graphics.
Razorback.
Yeah.
It's mid-range.
Yeah, no,
That's where I live.
that was a clean sub.
Razorback
That
was
a,
nice.
That was a fun.
That was a
one, yeah.
beam sub. But like just shit like that, like just good graphics, just like good gameplay, like imagine Redwood with no wall running. Like if you had to go A and you couldn't just do like the Tarzan like shit. Ant would love that.
That'd be
but-
fire.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I feel like the advanced warfare era came in like a little bit too early, where people like Formal, like you guys, like they benefited from it, but some people that were there for a very long time were sort of like getting a little bit left behind, and that's where like BOTG, boots on the ground, bring back boots on the ground. But I think that movement, as this thing continues to develop, obviously like turn up the dial a little bit, but not all the way through, just until we find the sweet spot. And I think we did that this year with Omni-movement, right?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so that's my thought on that.
Yeah, I like this year's game a lot. If the maps were better, I like this year's game a lot.
Yeah, I think.
And cheaters. They gotta fix
That
cheaters.
is proof that the maps.
Yeah,
are
I
kind
swear
of
if there's
everything.
no cheaters, like it would be so much more enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gotta be
I'd be
number one.
grinding ranked if I knew I could.
I mean, you still are.
Oh yeah. But like, I'd be grinding even more.
I feel that.
You get accused of cheating in those lobbies.
Oh yeah.
Probably, yeah,
It's like creme lobbies.
Yeah, I've never
Dunking
got
on
accused
him.
And
of
I'm also on like ringers, so they don't know it's me.
that. Are you? You have a you
Well,
got
yeah,
a
'cause my
secret?
main's like Erie, and that's like every lobby is just spin botters. So like hop on like creme diamond accounts usually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sad that you even have to do that. It's like, get it together.
Any closing comments, Scump or Jumper?
Nah, man, I'm just proud of you guys. It was a crazy year. The resilience that you guys showed was inspiring, man. Because obviously being a past competitor, I know how hard it probably was for you guys to like dig out of that hole, and it's just for you guys to go out and win champs in the way that you did too. It was dominant. I mean, it was awesome to watch. I mean, I almost fainted when I got up. I was so hyped. So.
Trust me, I almost fainted a lot of times on that stage, bro.
Dude,
I shot up like a missile.
I twisted my ankle.
Dude, I shot up and then I sat down.
And you're like, holy shit.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to faint. I literally had to sit there for like 15 seconds, lock back in. And then we were like watching you guys celebrate. But nah, it was awesome to see, man. I mean, especially team with you two for as long as I did. Like, it was just dope to see.
I thought Aaron was about to pass out in the hard point. He's like, I'm so lightheaded.
Like watching the entire fucking journey of like us getting slammed and then winning no one would have thought, no bullshit.
It was like you couldn't have ended it a better way. Because like you said, we watched every single match that you guys played this year. And for it to end like that, it was like bliss. It was like, holy shit, man. Like,
it was just relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relief, happiness. I mean.
Yeah, it was insane.
Well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen, it continues to be my life's honor to have a front row seat to watch you guys, including you, accomplish the great things that you guys have accomplished this past year. And I look forward to keeping my courtside seat on to 2026 and beyond.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We still have one more event, but
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, EWC's gonna be fire. I can't wait.
Cherry on top. Should we touch base on that?
I'm down to win it. Why not? You know,
Yeah.
like,
Why not us? 150 racks?
I'm down.
Come on.
So what do you think went wrong last year? Why didn't we win back-to-back?
Unfortunately, it was a single elim.
Yeah.
I think might be biased, but I think if it's double elim, we meet phase and finals. And me personally, I think we run them. So that kind of sucked. But hey, no excuses. It's single elim this time, and we just got to show us swinging.
Yeah, I also think it was like just a different experience for us because we didn't know what to expect. Just going to Saudi, everybody's just wondering like how is this tournament gonna go? How is like just being there gonna be? Like, you know what I mean? And it's just new. Is it organizers or just the people hosting the tournament? So we just didn't know like.
We didn't know what.
Yeah, it was gonna be an experience. So
we didn't know what to expect.
What's the crowd like? What's the stadium look like? Like it's
It's literally like the stage, and then up top there's just bleachers, and then like there's a decent amount of people.
Yeah.
Like how many people? Like 500?
200,
1,000? 200.
Yeah, it's not that many.
Yeah. But we're locked in this year.
We locked in this year?
Yeah.
All right, Mace, looking forward to getting on that 24-hour trip.
Yeah, that flight's tough.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I can sleep through anything, so I'm not worried about it.
He's about to be so fried.
All right, boys. Well, listen, I wish you nothing but good luck. We're going to be watching front row and center from the watch party right here in the comfort of our own homes.
Hell yeah.
Wishing you guys the best.
Absolutely. Go back to back. Back to back.
Yeah, well, like let's say for
You know
what
what
do
I'm
we call
saying?
it? It's because it's like
It's just a cherry on top, man. Listen, we got
so
the
it's not
cake.
back to back.
If
No,
you go to
it is
EWC,
back-to-back.
Is it?
Back-to-back tourneys.
Yeah, that's what I'm
100%.
saying.
Back-to-back tourneys.
It would
for
feel
sure.
weird if like. I mean, I'm down to like figure it out after we win. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we'll figure.
It's like,
What are we gonna call it? What's
how
it?
important is it? Well, let's wait to see how
If we
we
win.
play.
yeah, right.
For real.
Let's see if we win first.
Listen, it's the cherry on top, all right? We got the cake. Now everybody's fighting for the icing.
that's
and
good, yeah.
stuff,
We got the
okay?
icing too.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
the
get
cherry.
it. Let's
Yeah, it's just
let's
a cherry.
get it.
Just a chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for this episode of The Inner Circle. I want to thank obviously my teammates here for allowing us to have this very frank conversation. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, share it with somebody. Leave a like. We'll see you guys next time.
Feeling better than I ever been. Cairo in his bag, this beat is heaven sent. Back up in my element. New whip, trunk up in the front, I whip